You Season 4 has just wrapped itself up on Netflix. Now, is it getting better and better? Do we need a Season 5? Or is it time to call it a day? Hey guys, welcome to Marcus Loves Movies. My name is Marcus Lee and welcome to my You Season 4 Part 2 review. I suppose it's my review for all of Season 4 actually, because we've finished it now. We've got our 10 episodes, so I'm going to share my thoughts and feelings with you about it. I'm going to try to be as vague as possible. I'm not a spoilery person, so I'm not going to give anything away. There are other videos out there online that'll give you their thoughts about how it ended and their theories and all of that jazz, but I'll try to keep it spoiler free here. So I'll give you a quick plot outline. Just before I do that, can I say thank you for checking out the channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please do that. I would really appreciate your support. Anyway, let me give you a plot outline, then I'll share my thoughts about it. Now living in London, Joe tries to lie low and resist old habits until he's forced to tie up loose ends and bond with a circle of wealthy socialites. But after a number of murders take place committed by someone known as the Eat the Rich Killer and frames Joe for the crimes, he searches for a scapegoat while his new arch nemesis Reese pursues his grand ambitions. Now, I've liked you since Season 1 and 4 seasons later, obviously I'm still here, so that must be a good thing. And I've gone back and forth with this character, Joe Goldberg, having feelings of, I want him to get caught for what he's done. Actually, I want him to get away and survive. I don't like him. Actually, I do like him. And at the start of Season 4, I was in the camp of, I like this guy. I actually ended Season 4 thinking, I really hate him again. And I suppose the first positive thing I can say is that if a character can make you feel like that, have those differences of opinion about the same person in a single 10 episode arc, then that's a testament to good writing and good acting. I must admit, I didn't see the story going where it went in the second part of Season 4 after part 1. So again, credit to the writers for throwing a curveball. However, it uses a storytelling device that I won't spoil too much here. I'll try to keep it spoiler free. But if anyone's seen Dexter or that film Mr. Brooks with Kevin Costner, you get a very similar thing that's been done before. So the story arc and the storytelling device that it uses here didn't feel massively original. Maybe it did for you because we've not seen it used in this show before. But in terms of serial killer stuff that we've seen before, it didn't feel massively original for us as an audience. Some of the twists and turns that we get, and even me saying twists and turns, I feel like I'm being a tiny bit spoilery. But then again, in a show like this, where it's a who done it or have you done it, when it's a show like that, you need to have those twists and turns. So, I've not spoiled anything there. But some of those twists and turns that we get, some of them I thought, oh, that's quite clever. Some of them I thought, that's a little bit of a stretch. Some of them, me and the missus, we were sat watching it, and afterwards we were looking at each other saying, this feels a little bit all over the place. I don't know if we're losing our love for this show. It had that sort of feeling to it. But then again, those storylines and those random threads do sort of bring themselves back together and they start to make sense as the show goes on. I do feel like some things were a little bit too convenient in order to make this story work for future seasons. Watching it, I was like, no, that wouldn't happen in real life. That's too convenient. And actually, that feels a little bit stupid. It does this sort of Ghosts of Girlfriends past at one stage that didn't massively work for me. We get these dream sequences, and again, this didn't feel like it fit with where You has been in the past. It felt like it was going off on a random tangent, and I thought for Season 4 of You, I feel like we can do better. Now, I can't fault the production of this show. I feel like the casting of the characters, the production design, everything else that makes a show look really great and polished and high end, it's all there. I just feel now that with the story, we're in danger of jumping the shark. Things are, like I said, are becoming very convenient in order just to keep it going, to keep our characters involved. I feel like this show probably hit its peak somewhere towards the back end of Season 2 or the start of Season 3. Just this whole idea in Season 4 of Joe, pretending that he's dead, he wants to start a new life, he moves to the UK, so he has to start in secret, but he moves to a major capital city called London. He starts a job at a very public-facing college with lots of young people who are all over their smartphones and social media, people who can Google him, people who might think, oh, this Professor Jonathan Moore is, he looks very similar to this guy, Joe Goldberg, who, was involved in this major case, all of that stuff, it just feels a little bit too contrived. And he's in a job where no one seems to do any major background checks. All of that stuff just felt a little bit too convenient. So my summary of Season 4 is that, yes, it was good. I liked where this story took itself in part 2 because I didn't see that coming in part 1. It's just that some of these storytelling devices that it used had been done in other shows, and I didn't think you would do it in part 2. I thought it would have done something a little bit more clever, something different. So I don't know if we're going to get a season 5 of You. If we do, I'll probably watch it because I like to see where this character goes. It's just that I am losing a little bit of interest, and I think the writing and the direction could have been a bit better. In fact, it could have been much better. So my official Marcus Loves Movies rating for You season 4 is, mini drum roll, 3 stars. So those are my thoughts about You season 4. I thought part 2 took it in a different direction that I didn't see coming in part 1. So props to the writers. It did throw me a bit of a curveball, but then again, I had seen some of these elements in other films and TV shows. So it was good. I just thought it could have been much better. So those are my thoughts about You season 4. As always, I'd love to know what you thought about it. Did you think it was a 5-star show? Did you think it was a 1-star show? I think many people did. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Whilst you're here, before you bounce, do me a favor, give this video a like, and also, second favor, if you like reviews like this, if you like trailer reactions and film discussion, all that good stuff, please subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate your support. Let's create a community and we'll go back and forth and talk about the things that we love and love not so much. Thank you for watching my review for You season 4 part 2. Please stay tuned for the next video that I release, and I'll catch up with you again soon. So until then, take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching.